Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about Adrien Broner and his recently pullout of his fight with Omar Figueroa. We are all disappointed. Not disappointed, but we're all saddened by this. Disappointed in the sense that we want to see Adrien Broner back in the ring. And also, saddened that it seems like this man just can't get his life on track. Now, before I go too deep, really quick, if you like these videos, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel. We're almost there. Everybody, we got a goal. Let's hit this goal. Let's get 1,000 subscribers. And that's that. Let's get back to this video. Initially, I was not happy. Why? Because I've been tracking Adrien and he seems to be doing the right things, but the physical and the mental are two different things. And there is a physical and a mental part of just being an athlete alone. But there is an added pressure when you're a fighter. Let's just say you play basketball or you play football or something. That's a team aspect. Now, granted, you still feel an enormous amount of pressure to perform and perform at a very high level. But you have a supporting cast to perform at that very high level. You have a coach coaching you all the way through the game. You have a staff of coaches. Everything is just different, and there's more organization. When it comes to a fight, you're in there by yourself. Yeah, you have a coach, but he's not in there with you. If you're in a team sport, he's closer than, say, an individual sport like boxing. If you're not let's just say LeBron James isn't having a great day at the office. He can sit down and the team still has an opportunity to win without him. And he's still part of a winning team. As a fighter, you don't get that option and you don't get that luxury. It's you and it's you alone. Yes, you get all the glory, but yeah, you get all the lows and the stupors if you do not perform well or you don't perform at all in this case. So I said all that to say, listen, not everybody, this whole mental health thing, not everybody can use this, okay? And I feel like it's getting used more and more and more and more. Now, there are some cases that I feel are real. The first thing that popped in my mind was Oliver McCall when he fought Lennox Lewis and, he had to break down the ring and he's literally crying and he just didn't want to be there anymore, you look at Mike Tyson when he fought Kevin McBride. He wasn't beaten. He just didn't want to get up. Like, he was done, and he just didn't want to stand back up. He didn't want to get back into that fight. And those are mental aspects. You lost up here. And in which case, it plays out physically because you lost up here. Now, I don't know exactly what was going on in Adrien Broner's camp, and I don't presume to know so. I do know he's had troubles with alcohol in the past. I do know that he's had troubles with the law in the past, and I also know that he frequently has issues with friendships. I think Adrien Broner is loyal, and by being loyal, he can't totally pull himself from the element that he came from Cincinnati, from his old friends. And, even when you look at pictures of him with other people, you see him with people that you probably shouldn't be around. These are not athletes. Some of them are not professionals, you fill in the blank. And it's just like, you can't move forward in a professional world with people like this around you. And that's one of the things where I feel as a professional athlete or just a professional in general, you have to, yes, you've transcended, but you have to transcend also your inner circle, even your city, your mindset, your surroundings, and your friendships. I get it. And sometimes even some cases your family. I get it. You're tied closely to these people and you've done things together and you've had my back and I've had your back. I totally get it. And I've been there, so believe me, I understand on a level much deeper than I can probably verbally express. But at the same time, maybe you're just not in a good space because you're not around the right people. Maybe you're not in a good space because maybe he did pick up his bottle again. I don't know. But what I do know is that I think there's more than just, he spoke a little bit about substance abuse, and I do think that's a factor. But I think that, coupled with the fact that maybe you shouldn't be around certain people, um, that also maybe I feel like maybe Omar Figueroa is a little too hard of an opponent for him to come back and fight against. And, I know a few of you might give me backlash, like, well, he's not like number one ranked or anything. Like, why can't he fight Omar Figueroa? And I've already done a fight breakdown for Omar Figueroa. Please take a look at it. It explains all the reasons why he's probably not the right person for Adrien Broner. Especially, he takes these long layoffs, and I don't necessarily think that's on him. I think that's on his promotion. I think he's just a guy that you just need to keep busy. Keep him in the ring. Yeah, we can give him a high profile fight, but in the meantime, let's just give him a fight. Let's give him something to do. He's the type of guy, when he doesn't have anything to do, he's going to look for something to do. And he's also the type of guy that whatever he's looking for may not be the best thing for him. And, but moving back to what I was saying, I don't think everybody can use this mental health thing. I really don't. I'm kind of over the whole mental health thing, to be honest with you. You picked a hard sport and road to travel as a prize fighter. So you knew since day one this was not going to be an easy road. And yes, there's a lot of glory potentially that is attached to this, but there's a lot of lows that are also attached to this. Every king will be dethroned. Ali got dethroned, Leonard got dethroned, Tyson got dethroned, and I can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? Like every king will be dethroned eventually. Roy Jones got knocked out multiple times. Nobody stays on top. And I feel like when Adrien Broner fell from grace, there were several attempts to put him back there, but I want to say lack of work ethic, lifestyle, substance abuse, and not a stable home life. I know he's a father and he has several kids, but maybe if you could just settle down and be, maybe a husband and a father and do that and be that, as opposed to going to the clubs, hanging out with rappers. I'd rather you hang out with boxers than rappers. Because at least they live a disciplined life, the majority of them. They don't live a disciplined life, so you need to be mindful of who you're around. But this whole mental health thing, I think a lot of people are using it. To be honest with you. And quite frankly, he kept throwing it out that he wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. And a part of me just kind of feels like, maybe Floyd reached out or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know. It's like, well, maybe this Omar Figueroa thing's in the way. I don't know. I really don't know. But he was, for about a week, he's been chiming for this Floyd Mayweather fight. And he even vocal enough to say, hey, if that fight can get made, I'll get rid of Omar Figueroa. I'll pull out of this fight ASAP. I already know that his intentions are not to be a world champ again. Although he's said that, by asking to fight Floyd, I know your intentions are not to be a world champ. And I say that because you get nothing out of fighting Floyd other than a huge check. There's no belt attached. There's no ranking attached. There's nothing attached to it that builds to any type of accolade or anything like that, other than the fact that you get a big check. So, again, this is a thing of, asking yourself what your intentions are, what your future endeavors are. If it's just to make a big check, maybe you should go fight Jake Paul or something like that, or, but don't waste Omar Figueroa's time. With this whole mental health thing, I put this whole mental health thing in the same box that I put racism in. Now everybody's a racist, and now everybody wants to scream racism. And it's just like, not everybody's a racist. And it's clear to me that a lot of people just have really, really soft skin. And, they're super, super, extremely sensitive in this time. And because of this, now everybody's a racist. And because of that, now everybody has mental health. And you look at other time periods, people didn't have mental health issues. No, they got up and they went to work every day. People didn't have mental health issues. No, I signed a contract to fight you on this date. I will be fighting you on this date. Win, lose, or draw, I will be there. Honor the contract. Honor the contract. So I don't know the true severity of when it comes to Adrien Broner, but I do know he's a man of antics. I do know he's you know little loud and outspoken, and he's very unpredictable. I do know those things. He's like the lighter weight version of Tyson Fury. He could say one thing today and then he could say something completely and totally different tomorrow. So I really don't know. I do think in my heart I feel this is attached to the whole I want to fight Floyd for a big check. In my heart, that's what I feel. And if it is, even more so, I'm not feeling what you just did to Omar Figueroa. But I don't know. We'll have to see how this thing plays out. But as always, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel.